Hey there, Coach Devin here. Let's talk about gyms and trainers talking trash about each other. Frankly, I think that's stupid. I just think it's stupid. It's dumb, but it happens. Lots of times, clients will come to me from another gym and have some horror stories. It happens. It's normal. Sometimes they have a legitimate axe to grind with the other gym. Somebody treated them badly. Somebody called them fat. Somebody was rude to them. Somebody hit on them. There was, sexual harassment, whatever. Those are all legitimate complaints. They happen all the time. I get it. I'm on board. Other times they come and they just seem like they have an axe to grind. What I do is I listen and I say, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. That's too bad. That must have been hard for you. That's empathy. I have empathy for them. I am empathetic to the fact that they've had a bad experience at another gym. But what I don't do is trash other gyms to the client or just in general. And the reason I do that is I just don't see a point. Look, I have been in fitness for a very long time. I am 46 years old. I've been in it since I was 20. You can do the simple math. I am coming up pretty soon, very soon, on 27 years in this industry. That's a long time. I was in this industry back when this industry was all about bro science, and people were, saying, whatever, carbohydrates were bad, you should eat egg whites and just drink egg whites right out of a carton. Actually, before there were cartons, there were carton of egg whites when I started. I've been in this industry a long time. I've seen a lot of things come and go. I've seen crazy fitness fads, and there's a ton of them come and go. I've seen gyms come and go. I've seen trainers come and go. It happens. I've seen gurus come and go. There's lots of gurus in the fitness industry, or self-proclaimed gurus in the fitness industry. Let's be clear, that's what they are, but lots of them out there. And you know what? I've seen all this happen because I've done this, as I said, for a very, very long time. And you know what? I have a lot of pride in what I do. I feel like I've helped people. My goal has always been to help people. First and foremost is about helping people and helping them get fit. And showing them what my passion is. Because my passion is about physical fitness. Since I was a kid, I have always loved physical fitness. I like the work you put into it. I like the prep work of it. I like the challenge of it. I think physical fitness makes you a better person. It makes you a stronger person mentally and physically. It allows you to burn off stress. There's a lot of studies out there that say, exercise is almost as good in very mild to moderate cases of depression. Exercise can be as good. Doctors are prescribing exercise instead of providing drugs for people. That's great. And you know what? For me, that's super important because I'll tell you, I got divorced. When I got divorced, what I do, I exercise more. That's how I got through my divorce. Because for me, exercise that's my baby. That's what I love. I don't talk trash about other gyms and other trainers because I just don't see a point. I'm not saying we're all in this thing together. I know it. I have competitors in this marketplace who like to rip me. They post stuff sometimes with veiled, sometimes not so veiled, comments about me, who I am, what I do, whatever. People like to make fun. That's okay. I don't care. I tell my kids all the time something that I think is super important in life. I consider myself, I don't know if I consider myself. I pretend in my mind that I'm a lion. That's what I pretend. I pretend like I'm strong and powerful. Like I think I like to pretend I'm a lion. So I say to my kids all the time, if somebody's complaining at you and they have something negative to say about you, the lion doesn't care what the antelope says. The lion just eats the antelope. That's all the lion does. You're the lion, guys. So therefore, you don't care what the antelope is yipping about. You just do your thing because you're a lion. That's how I like to go through my life in general. I don't think I'm actually a lion. Let's be clear. I'm not really a lion. If somebody's like, man, that guy is full of himself, he thinks he's a lion, I'm not really a lion. I like to think of myself as a lion because I like to think of myself as being strong, king of the jungle, all that stuff, right? Because I think whatever you think in your head will manifest itself in reality. If you think of yourself as being weak and sick, you'll feel weak and sick. Even if you're not all that sick, you'll feel sicker. If you feel like you're strong, you're strong. Listen, I got very, very sick during COVID. Got a staph infection. I basically had a blood infection, which was a staph infection. Got in my back. I was very ill. To the point when I went to the hospital and they'd done some blood work. Nobody called me. When the emergency room doctor said to me when I came in, he said, "You can't go home." And I said, "Why not?" Well, I said, "Actually, why not?" Because I was in a lot of pain. And he said, "If you go home, you're going to die. You will go septic and you'll die." That was serious. But you know what? I never for a second thought that I wouldn't come back. The doctors were very concerned that maybe I wouldn't walk again. Maybe I wouldn't be able to move my feet. Maybe I wouldn't be able to control my bowels. That was actually something that they were concerned might happen. It never crossed my mind that that could happen. Even now, I look at it and I'm like, well, I'm lucky, but, those things don't happen. I'm tough. I can get through that. I'm a lion. That's how I like to look at things. So when someone, and that's a roundabout long story there, but when someone criticizes me and someone criticizes my gym and they say, "Oh, he's this or he's that or he's the other," you know what? My thought on this is all the time the same thing. Consider the source. Consider the source. Think about who's saying it. If somebody's ripping you for the sake of ripping you, they're just jealous. They're just upset. I don't rip other gyms because I don't consider them actual competition. They do what they do. I do what I do. We have different clienteles. There is lots of clients out there. We don't have to fight over a couple. We don't have to trash talk each other. It doesn't stop people from doing it, though. It's along the same lines as, for me, I don't go after trainers to recruit them to come to my gym from other small gyms and local gyms. I don't do that. Will I go to a Good Life Fitness? 100%. Why? Because Good Life doesn't care. They don't care about their staff, and they don't care. It doesn't change anything for them if one trainer leaves. But if you try to steal a trainer from another small gym, what does that do? Well, that could really damage that gym. Is that right? No. I come from a family of small business owners. We don't do that. We don't try to hurt other people's business. Have other people come to me from other small businesses? Yes. Did I recruit them? No. If they come, and they want to come, obviously I'm not going to tell them no, but I understand, I don't try to actively take them because that's not right. Same thing as criticizing. You don't need to criticize somebody. And for all you gym owners out there that feel the need to criticize your competition, or trainers that feel you're going to criticize somebody else, it's not worth it. Don't do it. Because you know what? You minimize yourself. You're not, it doesn't make you better to criticize somebody else. It makes you smaller. It makes you less. I'll tell you a story. Years and years ago, when I worked for a company called New Bodies Fitness, which sold to Good Life. A lot of people wouldn't even remember New Bodies existed, but it sold to Good Life Fitness. And one time we're having this staff meeting with trainers, and a whole bunch of trainers sitting around talking. And there's 2 or 3 of them, 4 of them, griping at each other because somebody stole somebody else's client. And it was this whole thing, and on and on and on, and people are fighting. And my client, your client, why are you taking my client? And you know what? And I was super frustrated because I'm like, this is ridiculous. And I said, guys, hold on. Now, I guess I could jump in there a little bit because I was the master trainer in the gym. So people tended to listen to me a little bit because I had experience. And I said, look, here's the problem with what you guys are doing. Both of you are coming from a place of fear. You're both saying, that's my client. You can't touch my client because you think there's a finite number of clients. There's lots of clients for all of us. Don't be an idiot and steal somebody else's clients and talk trash. That makes you look like an ass. It doesn't make you look better to rip somebody. You don't rip other people. If you don't agree with what they're doing, say, oh, well, maybe I wouldn't do it that way. That's all you have to do. It's not that bad. But I'll tell you right now, if you're going to go out and try to steal other people's clients, then they're going to do it to you. And if they do it to you and they talk trash about you and they make things up about you, how do you feel about that? And they both say, well, it's not really very good. I would feel terrible. And I'm like, exactly. So don't do it. And that's what I would say to gym owners, trainers out there who are tearing people up. This is not about me. If you want to criticize me, make fun of my videos, make fun of what I post, say, yeah, that guy's got stupid tattoos, he's an idiot, he's got a bald head, his ears pierced, he talks too much. All those things are true. They really are. All those things are true. And you know what? I take it all with a grain of salt because I don't get stressed over them. It's not that important. One thing I find funny, like my friends make fun of me all the time, and I think it's hilarious. But there's a difference between making fun of somebody just as a joke and ripping somebody because of the fact that you feel less. If you're ripping another gym, just don't do it. Be classy. As Michelle Obama would say, and maybe I disagree with some things or agree with some things about Michelle Obama, everybody does, but Michelle Obama had a great line and she said, when they go low, we go high. That's how we should act. As fitness professionals, we are here to help people. That's our job. It's just to help people. Make them better. Make them more fit. Go do that job. Do the best of your ability. When somebody else goes low, go high. Say, hey, listen, I got no problem with that person. Doesn't bother me. Because you know what? They'll get tired. They'll get tired of criticizing after a while. And in the end of the day, the person doing the criticizing is always the one who looks like the chump. Those are the facts. So when people criticize me, I just don't respond. It's not worth it. Guys, don't respond. Listen, gym owners, if you are, or clients, members, if you're going to a gym and they're ripping up another gym all the time, you're in the wrong gym. Because those people are not confident in what they're providing. They actually think that what somebody else is providing might be better. And so they're ripping them up, thinking that that makes you feel like, hey, we're in this together. They're not. We all can be better. We all should be better. One thing that COVID taught us all is that we're all in the same boat. Everybody's in the same boat. So let's be better. Let's all of us be better. Remember, we're all better together. This is Coach Devin. Have yourself an amazing day. Don't fight the awesome.